Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am now 5 months postpartum and feel like I am 100% back to my pre-pregnancy form. I wanted to share with you guys my top tips for getting back into shape after your pregnancy and also the main factors that will contribute to how quickly your body will bounce back and if it will actually go back into its normal form. After going through this entire process and doing a ton of research, I've put together key pieces of information. Be sure to stay till the end because I'm gonna share exactly how many calories I eat in a day, what my normal diet is, exercise routine, how much weight I gained during my pregnancy, etc. So first off, let's jump right into the tips. Okay, so tip number 1 is stick within the healthy recommended weight gain that your doctor told you based on your height and weight and your particular pregnancy. I will slide over a chart so you can see exactly how much weight you should gain for a singleton pregnancy, but some women take eating and overindulgence to an extreme during this time. Yes, you may have cravings and sensations. Yes, you can indulge once in a while, but really you are not eating for two. You do not need that much increased caloric intake during your pregnancy. So my first recommendation and tip, if you have not gone through your pregnancy already, is stick in that healthy window, because the more weight you gain during your pregnancy, the harder it's going to be to burn that weight off after. Additionally, you're gonna feel better about yourself. You're gonna feel more energized if you're eating healthy foods and keeping active. And the slower your skin stretches, the easier time it will have going back. If you overstretch your skin too fast, it is not going to snap back no matter how much weight you lose. Tip number 2 is stay active. Obviously, if your doctor or your OBGYN is clearing you for activity, stay active, even if it's just walking. I've had some friends that have been able to walk 5 miles a day up until the end of their pregnancy. I was running and doing an hour of high intensity workouts, obviously modified during my pregnancy. But if you are cleared to work out, you think you're tired during your pregnancy, you're gonna be way more exhausted when the baby comes. So don't use that as an excuse. A lot of people have a misconception that working out is gonna make them tired, or, oh, I'm so tired, I'm too tired to work out. Working out is going to give you more energy, so don't make excuses. Stay active all the way up until you give birth if you're cleared by your doctor. Tip number 3 is to breastfeed or pump. Breastfeeding is going to make you burn an additional 500 calories per day, making it super easy to burn off that excess baby weight. Also, pumping is great for burning those calories, but if you're breastfeeding and actually holding your baby, you're gonna burn even more calories carrying them around. I can't count the amount of times that I was carrying my baby in one hand, swiffering the floor, cooking. It is definitely an additional weight that you're carrying around. So if you can, if possible, definitely breastfeed or pump for your baby. The last tip is to start working out again as soon as you get cleared by your doctor. So again, you're gonna be super busy with the baby, you're gonna be overtired if they're not sleeping through the night. But what I started doing, I ended up having an emergency C-section, so I had to wait 6 weeks. But what I started doing was I started working out with hand weights, nothing to do with my abdominals or my legs. I started going on walks as I felt comfortable. You definitely don't want to overdo it and re-injure yourself, but I started using the hand weights, I started walking, and then as soon as I got cleared at 6 weeks, I started ramping up my workouts as I felt comfortable. And like I said, you're tired, there's no time. Well, you can work out with your baby. I have a couple videos breastfeeding with my baby, doing workouts breastfeeding, and also actually interacting with my baby while working out. So don't make excuses if you really want to get back to your pre-pregnancy body. You've got to get in shape, even if it's going on a stroller walk with your baby, or going on a stroller jog, or doing weights while your baby's on the floor playing. You can find some sort of activity to burn calories and stay active and burn off that extra baby weight. Okay, so now to the factors that will contribute to how your postpartum body is gonna look and how quickly you're bounce back. So obviously the tips that I told you, eating right, staying healthy, the amount of weight that you gain during your pregnancy, those will all contribute. Some other factors that are not in your control, unfortunately, are your genetics. So look at your mom, look at your sisters, look at your grandma if they're still alive. How their body looked after their pregnancy is going to be a really close mirror to how you will look. They probably have similar metabolisms as you, for one. They probably have similar eating habits, and they have the genetics in their skin that will determine the elasticity. So I was really surprised that I didn't have any saggy skin when I have a lot of friends that are very, very skinny but almost had an extra skin pooch. So genetics play a huge role, and with how dry my skin is and how many premature wrinkles that I had on my face, I was really surprised that my stomach skin, and surprised and thankful that my stomach skin did bounce back. Now, if yours doesn't bounce back and you're doing all of the work on the front end, losing that baby weight, you know, there's other alternatives for saggy skin, but genetics plays a huge role. So don't get down on yourself because some things are going to be out of our control. I have thin hair. I have premature wrinkles on my face. Everyone has things that they don't like about their genetics and that are really hard to control. Another factor that's gonna come into play as far as how quickly you're gonna burn that baby weight off is how active are you just in your normal and general lifestyle. Are you gonna be a stay-at-home mom that has time to sit down and rest while the baby rests? Or are you getting back to work where you have a more active job? I know some people have really short maternity leaves. For me, I turned around the next week and I was back at work. So I was not only working, but I was also caring for my baby at work. So the lifestyle that you have after you give birth will definitely come into play. You know, someone that has a nanny and that has full-time assistants is going to be less active naturally than someone that has multiple kids and is also working and running around doing errands. So being busy and having a busy lifestyle can definitely help you get back into shape after giving birth. Okay, so now I'm going to tell you some specifics on my birth, exactly how I got back into shape, what I eat, what my diet looks like, what my workouts look like, and even during pregnancy, what I did. So I was super active and healthy before my pregnancy. During my pregnancy, I gained a total of 23 pounds. I am 5'8". I was approximately 135 pounds before I got pregnant, and increased by 23 pounds during my pregnancy. I ate really healthy, but not super strict on my diet. I ate a normal amount of calories. I got 45 minutes to an hour of workout in 6 to 7 days a week throughout my entire pregnancy, and I would eat about 2,400 calories during that time. Now, after my pregnancy, as I mentioned, the first 6 weeks, I didn't work out at all because I couldn't. Yes, I would go on walks as I could, but with my abdominal muscles totally recovering, I didn't go on any like hikes or do anything intensive. But after I got cleared, after that 6-week period, I did start back to 45-minute to an hour workout, 6 to 7 days a week. In addition, I would go on walks here and there, but I'd make sure I got in that 45-minute to an hour workout. And additionally, I eat about 2,500 calories a day now, and I am breastfeeding. And within, I would say, a month, I was back to my pre-birth weight. However, I was really out of shape. So I'm here 5 months later after not only losing the weight, but feeling like myself again and gaining all of the muscles back that I had pre-pregnancy. So during my pregnancy, although I was working out all of my muscles, all the protein that I was eating, my muscles were completely gone. All the protein was going to the baby. So 5 months later, yeah, that does seem like a long time to get back into shape. However, time flies when you have a baby, and if you follow these tips, and especially if you're not pregnant yet or you're just beginning your pregnancy, if you follow these tips, you're gonna feel so good during your pregnancy, after your pregnancy, and you're gonna be able to bounce back really quickly to that pre-pregnancy body. So I hope that my tips were useful, my insight was useful. If you have any questions, definitely leave them in the comments below. I am not promoting under eating or like over exercise or anything like that. I'm just telling you what worked for me and promoting a healthy lifestyle for you and your baby. So if you have any questions, comments, leave them below. I'll be sure to get back to you, and we will see you on the next video.